Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where you get your morning sports opinions. I'm Caleb. That's Geek. How are you, Geek?
I'm okay. I'm tired for some reason.
I mean,
I
it
have
is the morning.
slept. Yeah, I have slept extra like shit for like 2 weeks for some reason.
I can
Sucks.
confirm I slept horribly this morning, worried I was going to oversleep the game.
Nice.
I woke up about 5 times, panicked I overslept the Broncos game. Had a dream at about like 6:50 that I overslept the Broncos game and decided to avoid the obvious hint that when I checked ESPN it said 10-3 and Tony Pollard was the score for the Jets.
Wow, so you did end up missing the game, huh?
Yeah,
That's
clearly, because
crazy,
Tony
Caleb.
Pollard scored for the Jets.
For sure.
Yeah. I for some reason my dream did not pick up on that, and I was like, "Fuck!" And just started scrambling to find my remote until I woke up at 7:20.
Oh, okay.
No, I did not
You
miss the
you
game.
you just missed parts of it.
No, I
Or
didn't miss
did
any.
it start at 7:30?
It started at 7:30.
Gotcha.
Just my dreams fucked with me.
Deserved.
Anyways, playoff baseball. The Brewers advanced, beating the Cubs.
Yeah. Woohoo! Down goes Chicago.
Down
That's
goes
that's
Chicago.
the important part there.
But,
Though
yeah.
now we have to root for Wisconsin, I guess, because fuck the Dodgers.
Fuck the Dodgers. Um, the other one, we had game one of Blue Jays Mariners, where the Mariners won.
So this game was really funny. George Springer of the Blue Jays hit a home run in his first at bat. The first at bat of the game, he hit a home run. The Blue Jays proceeded to then get one more hit the entire game.
Yeah. Man.
That unstoppable force, immovable object thing. The Mariners pitching is the immovable object, and it did not move.
Yeah,
Not
Bryce
even a
Miller,
little.
who's not the best pitcher, said, "Oh, you got your hit on me. No
Now
more.
you done?
No,
Yep.
no, 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 no."
Cal Raleigh, big dumper, hit a home run, so that's fun.
The GOAT.
And Jorge Polanco is probably gonna just be playoff MVP.
You think so?
That's. I mean, he's been the guy who's driven in all of their runs the entire series or the entire postseason. So probably
Probably.
that's my current take. Is it will be Jorge Polanco, Twins legend.
Twins, GOAT. Anyways, that's playoff baseball because there's only been 2 games
Yes.
between. College football, just quick. Ohio State's still the best team in the nation. Indiana beat
I don't
Oregon,
like college
sadly.
football.
Ole Miss squeaked out a win. The Red rivalry game, Red River game happened. Geeks in a great mood over that game.
Horns down.
Bama had another big win against Mizzou. Any other? Michigan lost bad.
Penn State got bullied and then fired their
Yeah,
coach.
Penn State got bullied, fired James Franklin, which was
And Drew Allar's college career's over, probably.
Yeah, he's out for the year, confirmed.
I mean, he might be able to get the
Does they,
injury red shirt thing if he applies for it, maybe, but I
I
doubt
think
it.
he played too many games to be eligible for it this year.
I don't know. I saw somebody talking about it earlier. I don't know enough to
think-
know. I
'cause
just
everything I
I'm
saw
mentioning what I
said
saw.
was just highlighting his career because I don't think he's eligible for
Makes sense.
that. I mean, when you
That's
still,
tough. He totally should have came out last year. He
should
would have been a first round pick,
in last year's draft, absolutely
and now he's going to be a
late round guy.
yeah. He's going to be Quinn Ewers.
And it's not even the fact
Viewed
that
as a first round, or Spencer Rattler. That's viewed as a first round pick, and then stays a bit too long, and then
he hasn't played great,
no.
but he hasn't played. He wasn't playing bad enough where his stock would have just fully plummeted to a 6th, 7th round guy. He would have stayed a 3rd, 4th, 5th round guy that some team would have drafted. just because of last year. But a injury that ends your season, you don't know how long it's going to take to recover, teams are going to be scared of. There's always someone
100%.
AV draft that has this and kills their stock and all that.
Wyoming won a football game.
Wow. That's a miracle.
Right? They beat San Diego State.
CU and CSU won the same week, which is a miracle this year, looking at their records.
Nice.
Prime
I saw that because he was talking about the storming the field thing and found out that it was
$50K fine. He's like, $50K for storming the field? Well, I guess we have 50,000 students they could chip in.
Yeah. I love that happened right after he said he wants them to storm the field.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Well, no, it's just finding that out seconds later and going, damn, I really regret what I said 6 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, Prime digs a lot of holes for that university.
Good.
And it's not fun for me. It's not fun at all. Anyways, Sunday football.
Boring.
I was going to say, this was a slate of football games.
There was no purple team. I didn't care.
Purple team sucks anyways.
Purple team would have scored more than 13 against the fucking Jets.
Okay, let me crash out on that.
Please do. I want to hear your crash out. I didn't watch this game, so I can't actually talk shit. So I have to let you do it.
In the first half, we looked great on offense. It's for the first quarter, as a matter of fact. Because the offense wasn't dump off, dump off, dump off. It was, let's throw the ball 10 yards downfield here. The run game wasn't working. We abandoned the run game in the first quarter. Which, if it's not working, and the pass game's working, is the right call. The first half, Bo Nix said, was 15 for 20 for 125 yards and a touchdown. So, the obvious answer is simple. Hey, Bo, you're throwing the ball 10 more times the rest of the game. That whole pass game that worked, that whole pass game that, was reliable of Evan Ingram out balls, getting Sutton the ball on curl routes, giving him one-on-one chances that we did early on. Granted, Sutton didn't get the ball much. We're going to abandon. Troy Franklin, hold on to the fucking ball. Don't fumble. We gave the Jets their first takeaway. Boo. That's not fun. I saw a Broncos fan try to blame Bo Nix for Troy Franklin's fumble. Because, and I quote, on 3rd and 7, Bo Nix shouldn't be looking to extend the play and find the open receiver.
True. He should just take the sack like the little bitch boy he is.
He found the open guy. He found the open guy. Troy Franklin had the first down and fumbled. That's Bo Nix's fault that Troy Franklin fumbled.
It is.
How so?
Because Bo Nix's existence is the only reason that fucking loser is on that team or any NFL team, to be honest.
Yeah, because Bo Nix the GOAT. It made him look really good.
No, because it wasn't even about looking good in college. He's literally only on that team because the Broncos were like, oh, well, we've seen how pairing a college quarterback up with their college wide receiver goes, so we should just do that, even though you're pairing him up with a not NFL wide receiver. Not every guy who caught passes in college deserves to make the NFL.
I'm probably frustrated with Troy Franklin just because we scored 13 fucking points against the Jets, which included 2 scoreless quarters. Yeah. And a team that actively was trying to lose this game on 2 of the 3 phases of the game. Because the Jets had 2 field goals in the first quarter. Troy Franklin's fumble, and they had like a 70-yard kick return that got them to the 20.
Yeah.
They got 0 first downs in those instances.
Yeah, man. Justin Fields isn't good. It's over. Yeah. He still can't read the field, and we're 5 years in. It's done. We're done.
That was bad. It's the you don't watch him play football, so you're gonna be like, well, he's not that bad, and then you watch him countless times miss a Miles Garrett Wilson out route 5 yards downfield, and it's like
Miles Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Garrett Wilson 5-yard out could have won them the game honestly because they were up 11-10.
Yeah.
without scoring an offensive touchdown or really moving the ball. Could have won them the game, frankly. Throws it closer to the numbers than the sideline, which would have gotten them the first down.
Well, and then there's just this thing of like every play there's receivers open, and either he doesn't trust what his eyes are seeing, he doesn't see it, or he's afraid to rip it, and I don't know which of those three options is worse. But like there were multiple plays. I saw this as some just clips on Twitter. But like you'd see it multiple plays where he would stare at two wide open receivers and just never rip it and then just take a sack. You can't have 9 completions and 9 sacks. That's not gonna work.
No.
Like
I'll say Jonathan Cooper had a great game. It helps when you have Nick Bonito on the other side of you, who's getting chipped and facing a rookie left tackle who, to be fair, Membu played great.
I was gonna say Membu probably locked him down a little bit.
Membu
compared to the rest of the year.
Compared to the rest of the year, yes. But to Membu's also defense, it's kind of hard to stop Nick Bonito when he knows your snap counts. And as the ball's getting snapped, he's taking his first step before you can move. That's just tough. I don't think people realize how good Hufanga is, really.
He's not.
I have never seen
JL Skinner better.
The amount of plays I was like, well, fuck, they're about to get a first down, and then suddenly I just see a flock of hair flying through by the screen and just hitting someone to stop the play was insane. Like, Garrett Wilson had a first down, could have ended the game, and out of nowhere, Hufanga appeared on the screen and was like, oh yeah, I'm baby Palomalu. Forced an incompletion. Hufanga's really good at football. So's Jonathan Cooper and Pat Surtain. But that's my Broncos tangent. The Jets suck. Because they should have won that game if they were any other team.
So, I want to jump to the 49ers game really quick, not because it matters, and I know that's out of order, but I don't care.
I was going to say, if there's any games you want to talk about.
What gods cursed the 49ers, man? Fred Warner snaps his ankle, and then Freddie Pinheiro gets stepped on by one of his teammates after making a field goal. Like, so he was all fucked up the rest of the game because his foot got broken. Like, what are we doing? What kind of curse?
This game taught me something, too, about the team they played.
Did it?
Josh Allen's the only thing stopping Baker Mayfield from holding the MVP at the end of the year.
I disagree. Josh Allen's had 2 bad games. Baker's had 0.
But Josh
Allen ain't stopping shit.
The
guy that Baker needs to be concerned about is in the AFC East.
May?
He's wearing the number 10.
May?
Yeah.
I love Drake.
Yeah.
I think something's going to happen to that Patriots team one game. That's why I don't... Sure. I struggle. We saw what happened last year, and I know Vrabel's a great coach and McDaniels is a great OC, but at some point that team's going to really stumble in 1 or 2 games. That's going to kill Drake May's chances.
The thing is, maybe they won't, because those 2 weren't there last year.
No, but I also know Josh Allen's going to at some point have those 3 or 4 that one stretch where he's just going to do something stupid.
But I think people will remember... Like, normally Josh Allen has a Josh Allen game.
Yeah.
He doesn't go back-to-back Josh Allen games. Those are bad. That is a stain. And you can't have one of those on your resume against a guy who is going to be in that conversation also.
Dude.
That's a bad look.
Did you see the 3rd and 14 play Baker had?
Yes.
Oh, my fuck.
No, Baker should be your front runner for MVP right now. I don't care.
It is. Right now it is Baker... a noticeable gap.
And then Mahomes.
It's
Mahomes at 2.
But
then Drake May and Josh Allen.
I don't think there's a...
I don't know if Allen's there currently.
I don't know if there's a close 2 in the NFL. Because I've never seen a man casually get off 2 guys off of him, make a guy miss, get hit 5 yards short of the first down, and still get that first down. I've never seen a guy in a game. Everyone was like, they could lose this without his top 2 receivers, and Ibuka gets hurt early. Go out and say, give me Tez Johnson, give me Cameron Johnson, and let's ride. He's down his
Baker,
4
man.
best players on offense. That's not him. And he said, Rashad Wright, let's get out here. Cade Otton, let's go. We're going to beat a 4-1 49ers team that's been really good.
Yeah.
Baker's just... Have you ever watched Ted Lasso?
Yes.
He reminds me of Jamie Tartt towards the end of the series.
Okay.
Early on, he was just an arrogant prick. And that kind of bit him in the ass. Got humbled. Got his second chance. Was the nice guy. This year, he's like, wait, if I'm the nice guy still, but also still more than willing to be the arrogant prick, I'm really good.
I've never thought Baker was an arrogant prick.
A lot of people thought he was early.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, that is because entirely everyone who has ever talked about sports doesn't understand the difference between confidence and arrogance.
I agree.
If you assume you're good at the sport, you're arrogant. That's not how it works. You're an idiot. Like, just straight up.
But I just think
there are people who are arrogant pricks, but Baker was never that.
But that's my TV equivalent to what Baker's done. He's like,
Sure.
I've never seen a man throw such a beautiful ball to Tez Johnson of all receivers. While a roughing the passer gets called, waits to see the touchdown, and just headbutts the guy and says, fuck you, touchdown.
Real.
And that takes a different kind of awe. Chiefs beat the Lions. This is a huge win for the Chiefs.
Huge win for everybody, because
Yes.
fuck the Lions.
Real.
And them getting bullied by a team people thought was bad is good. I haven't fully realized the theory yet. But if we look at the Lions games this year, I think there's still room to talk that the Lions aren't actually as good as everybody's thinking still. I was getting back on the Lions might be that good. But like, they play the Packers. That's a real football team. They get beat up. They play the Bears and they shithouse the Bears. Because the Bears aren't a real football team. They play the Ravens, who aren't a real football team, but had a real quarterback, and they play them close.
Shithouse
You, even with Lamar, should be housing them.
Yeah, shithouse the Browns.
And then, whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yeah. And
like, the Browns' defense is good, but you have better enough players, and Jared Goff, as much shit as I talk, Jared Goff is like a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. Like, Jared Goff can play football and can win you a game like that. And he did. And then you beat up on the Bengals, but you also almost let them make a comeback. And then now you've played a real playoff team again and you got shithoused. That's a sign to me. This is 2023 Minnesota Vikings to me.
I did my power rankings last week. I'm about to have the same thing you did last week, where a lot of movement's going to happen, because there's a lot of course correction that needs to happen. Detroit, Philly at this point.
Yeah, but like Detroit, man,
that's bad.
They give 2023 Vikings vibes. They're gonna finish with a really good record because they get to play a lot of teams that aren't super real.
Next week,
but every time they play those real teams, they're gonna get exposed.
Next
Who do they
week
got
is
next?
going to be Tampa.
Tampa's gonna shit kick them.
They play Tampa on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, in Detroit, and Baker's gonna come in and kick the shit out of them.
That game will
feel
tell
it in my soul.
every ounce, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are real. I don't think anyone's going to tell you that the Baker Mayfield, without his top 3 receivers, still beating a good 49ers team, is not a real football team.
Yeah.
Jaguars lost. Which
I get. Like, it's weird, but I mean, you just came off the comeback victory over the Chiefs. That is one of those super high weeks, and that.
Do you know what it unironically was? The Seahawks just bullied the slot. all game.
Yeah, no Tyson Campbell. That'll happen. Well,
Yeah.
except, did you watch the Browns game? Because guess where Tyson Campbell fucking wasn't?
The slot.
He was outside. He was just single-handedly on DK all game, like he was Denzel Ward. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Every time Red Zone cut to that game, it was a throw to DK over Tyson Campbell, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? If you're gonna have a corner shadow the best receiver on the other team, maybe use the top 5 corner that's on your team.
The best corner on the team.
One of the best corners in the NFL. That guy. It's a thought.
Saints are a good football team. That are just
the Saints are good football. What? You mean the Seahawks?
Seahawks are a good football team. Saints are a lot better than I think anyone real. In the sense
They're
of
not good.
people,
We're not doing that.
I know you hate the Saints.
You said they're a good football team. That is factually incorrect. Their defense sucks. Their O-line's not that great.
Their
receiving room's not that great.
People want to give them credit for. Rattler alone is what makes that team decent.
Sure. But, are they a lot better than people want to give them credit for? They're, the 6th worst team in the league.
A lot of people want to say they're
fun.
the 3rd worst team in the league.
Maybe they are, but I've seen the Dolphins play. And the Bengals. And the Titans.
Jets.
Yeah, and the Jets.
But a lot of people think they're bottom 3. Granted, they're going to
Rattler's been good, and that's annoying. But Drake May is good, and that's also annoying.
Drake May's great. I mean,
Patriots don't deserve it.
Yeah, they're the one organization that does not deserve Drake May. They need another 5 years of poverty with no quarterback.
They need another 15 years of poverty. I can't lie. We have other stuff. The Chargers barely beat the Dolphins. All the injuries to the Chargers are killing them.
Oh my god. The Chargers have put me in such a weird spot in how I view them.
You should just view them as a Super Bowl contender that is super injured.
But I want to view them as one of my 2 AFC favorites. But I also know they're without so many players that it's it's hard to back that fully.
Yeah, but a lot of them will be coming back, except for Najee, but that was never a moving factor. They're out. Everybody's going to come back except Slater, which is big, but once you get Joe Alt back, you're fine enough.
They need to survive the next 2 weeks without dropping both.
You know who does suck, though? Tua.
Yeah, Tua's lost.
Tua was never that good. Not that much has changed. But I have to keep saying that because I've heard the talks. I've heard the way people like to talk about Tua. He was never that good, and he was never going to be that good. And this is the version of Tua you all should have expected. He's an idiot with a bad arm, and he's always been that. Maybe he wasn't before the hip injury, but that was in college and 8 years ago.
So, well, I liked Tua before this year. I hated his arm strength.
He sucked last year too, and the year before that. He's been a bottom 5 quarterback for 3 years.
I hated his arm strength. I never thought he was agile. I like that they kept putting... Tua was put in a really good situation as far as they gave him play calls that always ended up with someone wide open. And Tua could always just make the wide open throw. That's not been this team. Or the only guy who can get open anymore is Darren Waller.
Which is odd.
Yeah, which is wild. But the Dolphins still suck.
Achan's really good, though.
Achan is really good. Insanely good, even.
The Cowboys suck. Their offense is good, but they're a bad football team.
They're a fun team to watch.
Sure. By the way, I'm still not falling for Rico Dowdle propaganda. I'm just not. But this is a crazy 2-week run. It's crazy.
I saw something that I almost dropped my jaw looking at. In his
What, he's the first player since 2020 to go for 200.
Not even that.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find the stats. Let me see if I think I bookmarked it.
Rose got a stat.
In his last 9 starts, not reading everything, he has 86 yards, 112, 131, 149. He has a 23 in there. 104, 206, and 183. He would be on pace for a 2,000-yard season.
Sure. He will not keep that up.
I'm falling for the Rico Dowdle hype.
I'm not.
I'm falling for it.
I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not. He's not whatever this is. I could run for 200 yards against the Cowboys defense. I think if you fail to, you should be executed.
Tet had his first touchdown, though.
I thought it was his second.
He got 2 today.
He
got his first touchdown
today. They both
today.
came today.
And he caught another today. He couldn't get just one today.
Finally, Igbuka wasn't there to outshine him, so he could finally pretend he was good.
And Xavier Legette had maybe one of the worst plays I've ever seen a receiver make.
Yeah, man, Xavier Legette has looked rough. I don't know what you're referring to, but I'm sure I can find it on Twitter.
End of first half. He catches a drag, and they're in like a sub 1 minute drill trying to get in field goal range. He laterals the ball. Misses the lateral, so they lose 5 yards in a quick score situation.
Nice.
And I'm just watching that like, what is... That was the second worst 2-minute drill I've seen handled this week.
Oh. Apparently, we can't blame Xavier Legette.
Why?
After the game, Rico Dowdle admitted in his press conference that he told Xavier Legette to lateral the ball. When he caught it, I was standing there screaming, "Pitch it, pitch it, pitch it." He actually pitched it.
I will now blame Rico.
That's why you can't fall for Rico Dowdle.
And Xavier, because Xavier should have known better.
Well, yeah, but...
Especially because he missed the lateral.
Hey, man, peer pressure.
The Colts can win tough football games. Not tough as in tough opponent, but get put in a spot where it's make a play and they find a way to make that play.
I still need to see the Colts play some real football teams. Because the only real team they've played, they lost to. I'm not giving the Broncos credit. They put up 13 against the Jets. If the Broncos manage to get into the playoffs, they will just lose by 40 to the first team they play. That's how it works.
We're winning.
You ain't winning shit. Bo Nix is your quarterback, dog.
I want your opinion on this.
Okay.
I feel one way. Titans are 1-5. Cam Ward has not been good.
But the internet tells me he has been.
He has like 8 turnovers on the year already.
Yeah, but only Geno is bad for committing turnovers.
So, but the big thing has been coach. Do you fire Brian Callahan midseason?
I don't, yes, but I don't know what good it's going to do. You don't have anyone on that team who's a worthy coach. I don't think that much would change. Firing him means you lose the other Callahan, who is currently your offensive line coach, and your offensive line hasn't been that bad, and it will be the minute you lose him. So...
My answer was no for a different reason.
Okay.
I think it's bad for Cam Ward to fire his head coach midseason his rookie year.
That's fair.
Even if he's not been good, you don't want to introduce Cam Moore to having got 3 different coaches in the first calendar year in the NFL. Because assuming the interim doesn't become your head coach, he'd have Callie fired for the interim, who's, even if they're on staff, a different head coach. And then you have whoever you bring in next season.
No, that's fair.
At least suck with Callie, get a top pick. Then hope you get a coach who's competent.
Hey, Caleb, can you tell me who caught the only touchdown for the Titans? Not looking at the box score, obviously. I promise you can't.
I didn't. You think I paid attention to that game?
Not only did you not pay attention to this game, I'd put $5 on you don't know who this is.
Do you know who it? Did you know who it was entering?
No.
Who was it?
I don't even know what position he plays. Okay, he's a tight end. Obviously, it wasn't Chig.
They have more tight ends than Chig and Helm?
Yes. At least this one.
Jesus Christ, I thought they only had the 2 on the roster. I will say, before you say it, I watched Cam Ward, I can't defend. 3rd and 5, and he throws a lob flat on the 5-yard line to Chig. And if he bullets it in, Chig might score. But instead he throws a floater, where Chig catches it 2 steps out of bounds.
Yeah. Their only receiving touchdown was caught by David Martin Robinson.
That's a name.
Yeah. I loved the broadcast of this game because it cut to a Raiders drive. They're like, yeah, this Gino's been awesome, man. They're just running the ball a lot. And then, just a lot of short stuff, and he's not turning the ball over as he throws an interception. It's like, dude,
my favorite thing.
That is the greatest announcer's jink I've ever seen.
My favorite part, my best part is the guy who had just said this, Gino said threw the ball, and he just said, oh no. Because he realized he missed the throw, and Cody Barton was right there for the pick.
Ridiculous.
I saw that too, and I just started laughing.
Incredible, man.
I guess the only
Devin White decided he was the best defensive player in football today, though.
Interesting.
He had the pick. He recovered a fumble. He had a sack. I think he forced a fumble. He was having a day.
JSN might be the best receiver in football?
No.
I'm making a joke because he had 162 yards today.
Sure. I have to say no. There is no debate. If you want to fight over who's number 2, fine. But it's Jetta's, and then the gap is not close. No one's close.
No, I agree.
I will fight that one forever. You can pretend to tell me Jamar is better.
I'll make you happy. JSN was the best receiver this week.
That's fair. I don't know, Kendrick Bourne. He had 5 catches for $130, man.
JSN had 8 for $162.
Yeah, but on the averages.
And caught the first 117 yards from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had 117 passing yards.
Did Cooper Kupp just tell Sam about how about how Stafford plays, and go, yeah, you just target your best receiver, and Kupp was standing there trying to pretend that was him again, and Darnold goes, oh, okay, and then just throws the JSN every play, and Cooper Kupp's like, fuck,
and it could have been a fake,
it
could have been someone unironically pulled the exact same 2 screenshots. But I was just scrolling Twitter. It was just a screenshot. That's insane. 8 completions, and then it's 8 catches for 117 yards for both of them. I'm like, man, I'm here for it. I guess the only game we haven't talked about. Packers squeak by the Bengals. They squeak by.
Yeah, man, the Packers aren't good.
It should not be a 9-point football game.
No, Jordan Love is still, everything is there for Jordan Love to be a top QB. But he's just not.
Yeah.
He has all the tools, but there's something that he doesn't have, and I don't really know what it is. His bozo gene is just front and center, apparently, and the Packers are the team that it feels like, for whatever reason, they have the players who can do the thing, but they feel very Ravens, where both offensively and defensively, it's like, okay, we need a big play here, and suddenly their entire team is like, oh, none of us know how to do that.
The part that bugs me, Packers-wise, like, I'm fine. You win a 9-point game against Chase Higgins. They have Flacco, who's better than Browning. Cool. You only scored 27, which if you're supposed to be an elite offense, you should score more than 27 points against this Bengals defense. It's the having one sack against a guy who can't move with the worst O-line, with a team against the O-line that had been the worst.
Yeah.
Well, second worst, the Jets O-line fucking sucks too. And not even just one sack, but only 5 hits on the quarterback.
Yeah.
You want to guess how many QB hits or sacks Parsons had today?
I mean, as per every week, 0.
0. Nothing.
Yeah, man. I know that people are still blinded by the early season view of the Packers, where it was like, oh, they might have the best defense in football. Micah hasn't done much.
What has he done in the
I'm checking NFL Plus or NFL Pro, whatever.
Yeah, check Pro.
I want to see his actual, like, is he at least getting pressures? Because he has 2.5 sacks on the year.
Yeah.
Where's he at pressure rate wise? Where's guys that matter? You know what? I'll just find Micah Parsons. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I was going to see where he ranked in the league, but that was being annoying. But his pressure rate is actually really good.
Oh. Yeah,
which is interesting.
Last week he was towards the top. It was like 30%, high 20s last week.
Which confuses me even more. So he's getting pressures. I guess maybe other guys are getting sacks, except when they're not. I don't know. I've just seen them not bully the Bengals and get bullied by the Cowboys, which, yes, the Cowboys are good. But the Cowboys are, realistically, Dak and George Pickens right now. And Javonte Williams is doing good outside of that, but again, also as a team, you should be able to stop the run. When you know the options are 3 and 33, it should not be that hard to stop them from scoring 40. It just should.
Yeah.
Just double pick. Like, nobody else on the Cowboys can beat you. I'm sorry, they can't. And you just still let them beat you. Tie you. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm the weirdo.
No, it's... The Packers are overhyped right now.
Yeah, 100%. I am curious, though. You told me you were defending JJ today for some reason. What was the attack on JJ McCarthy?
We were talking Cam Ward.
Okay.
And yada yada. And I don't remember, I don't know how. I'm not going to say who brought it up. But someone said, you know who needs to step it up? JJ McCarthy. He's been ass. And my response was, he's hurt. Well, then the Viking, if injuries are going to be a consistent thing, they need to just move on. He's not playing good, and I'm like...
He played 8 quarters of football, and one of them was the best quarter of football a quarterback has played. The second best quarter of football a quarterback has played this year. The only one better was Josh Allen, who played the greatest quarter of football any quarterback has ever played in the history of the league.
Yeah. And I didn't even take that approach. Okay. My approach was, so every excuse you're giving Cam Ward at this point, getting sacked a lot, not being great, but you're giving him the rookie excuse. Why doesn't JJ get that? JJ was fine last year. No, he got hurt in training camp, is out for the year. Okay, he should still be more farther along. I'm like, why? Because he didn't practice? We got training camp reps. I'm like, maybe 2 days worth? You can't play the Cam Ward's fine. And it's not who you're thinking.
I didn't make an assumption on who it would be. I have no idea.
But it's the... I'm out here... I will say J.J. McCarthy did not play great against the Falcons.
100%?
I don't think anyone in this world will defend that game.
Nope.
You can't fumble 3 times and throw 2 picks.
The one pick I can defend. Because there was a flag on the play and he just chucked it. Like, yeah. I think he thought it was a free play and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because he just chucked it.
But, I'm not going to try to defend that game.
Right.
I'll defend the Bears game.
Yeah.
Because he played a great game.
Quarters of football. Or 2 slow quarters of football where he was just under a ton of pressure and the run game wasn't going. So it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
I'll defend his sacks against Atlanta for sure because he has no O-line right now. There's no Vikings O-line.
Hopefully that's better after the bye.
And I will happily defend that. The Falcons don't have a good pass rush, but they get 6 sacks.
That tells you something.
That says something.
And it doesn't just tell you JJ sucks. Because I saw that as the take. It's like, well, if you could read the field faster, it's like, that's not what it was about. He was hit by the time he hit the top of his drop. Yeah. There's just nothing happening.
No. It's...
Justin Skewell is a revolving door, unless he's playing Myles Garrett, and then he's the best tackle in football. Yeah. That works.
I had JJ's side. Which is weird, because I'm usually the anti-JJ. To fuck with you.
I wasn't there, so yeah, that's...
To fuck with you, I will be the anti-JJ guy. But if you're going to come out and make accusations against a guy who doesn't have a reason to get those accusations, I will happily...
If you're going to make accusations, they have to be at least kind of true. There's a reason you don't scream at me when I go, Bo Nix can't throw past 15 yards, because 90% of the time he can't.
I won't scream at you. I'll disagree. I can't scream at you. Because there's the proof in the pudding that he can't, but there's also the proof in the pudding that he can. It's just neither's consistent.
The 3 times a year he remembers what setting his feet is, suddenly he knows how to throw. The issue is he doesn't remember how to set his feet. No, he doesn't remember that's the thing.
The last thing, throw the fucking ball to Courtland Sutton, to Court Sutton, please. He should not have 1 catch in a football game. Against the fucking Jets where Sauce can't do shit. Circling all the way back to that game. Please tell me you saw the Jets 2-minute drill at the end of the half.
No, I think I heard about it because they just stopped trying because Garrett Wilson was upset. I saw a clip of an interview of him.
They got to the 50 with a timeout and 50 seconds left. Or they might not have even had it. They might not have had the timeout. They run the ball on first down. Get nothing because running the ball on first down, inbounds, they take 20 seconds to get the play call in. I think it's another run or a quick pass. And then Aaron Glenn just stands there we're not even going to try for anything. And I can't remember if he had a timeout in his back pocket or not. And then Rich Eisen couldn't want to come back, and they're like, that might be the worst thing I've seen on a football field all day. And in that game, at that point, says a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you have anything more to add, Geek?
No.
No, we got nothing.
This was a day of football.
It was not as good as I thought the day would be.
That's fair. Maybe it got ruined early for you because your team ruined it.
Sean Payton.
That happened.
Let Davis Webb call plays.
All right.
I hope for everyone watching you have a great morning, and thanks for listening to Sports at Sunrise.